Of our podcast. I'm Braden.
I'm Joe.
I'm Daniel.
Today we're gonna be talking about who we are and what we are. I'm gonna start off by asking Joe some questions. Then I'm gonna ask Danny some questions. Then they're gonna ask me some questions. So first, Joe, who are you?
I am a human being.
Great answer. And what is home to you?
I believe home is anywhere where I'm with people who love me and people who I love.
I like that a lot. And would you call yourself a materialist?
No, I would not call myself a materialist because I believe that not just everything in this world is what there is. I believe that there's stuff out of this world like heaven and God.
Yep.
And so I would not define myself as a materialist.
Okay, and what do you believe has kind of started your journey into life?
I believe it was God. God put us all on this earth for a reason.
I like that a lot. And what makes you unique and unrepeatable?
I think honesty is one of my better traits. I'm the type of person where I'll be honest to you even if you don't want to hear it, but I think you need to hear it. And I'm also honest with myself,
Yeah.
Like if I see myself kind of veering off, I'm honest with myself and can get right back on it.
Okay, I like that a lot. And what would you say like your purpose on Earth is, or like in life?
I think my purpose in life is to make others feel good. Like whether it's cracking a joke or holding the door for someone or lifting someone up. I think it's important to make other people feel better.
I like that a lot. And how are you called to like use your gifts to maybe help others, or like maybe tell a bit about yourself, or like show a bit about your personality, or like some different interests that like help you form different relationships with others?
Um, well, one thing is that I love people. I love hanging out with people,
Like that a lot.
and I think making people laugh is a undervalued skill because it just brings
Definitely.
joy to people. Like someone's having a bad day, you crack a funny joke, it might not save their day, but it lifts them up for a couple minutes. Makes them feel good. I think
Definitely,
that's
yeah.
undervalued.
And then what do you think maybe makes a person or a human?
I think it goes beyond just the body and like the kind of outside like parts and cells and stuff. I think what makes a human is what they think, what they believe, and how they act.
Yeah.
Kind of like ties into consciousness a little. That's it.
Okay. And then I'm gonna give you two different choices. So would you rather give us like a little evaluation of evidence that consciousness is more than just material, or would you like to change the subject and evaluate that your consciousness survives bodily death from near death experiences?
I'm actually very interested in the near-death experiences, so I'd like to go to that.
Okay, definitely. And then
Uh,
I have a few questions about that. So, what do you think is like the best explanation for like these near death experiences? Do you think like the people are telling the truth? Do you think there's a reason this may be happening, or do you think they're flat out lying?
I think I wouldn't say this is the best evidence, but I thought this one was the most interesting to me. Was the fact that blind people were able to see
Yep.
and they actually explain what they saw, because I think that completely disproves that people were lying, because how would a blind person be able to explain what they saw in heaven and relate it to like real world stuff even though they've never even seen it or don't even know what it looks like,
Yeah, definitely, definitely. I agree with you. Well, thank you so much for talking to us today. I'm gonna switch
Yeah, of
over to
course.
Danny and ask him a few questions.
Right on.
So Danny, who are you?
I think I said I was a being.
Okay, I like that. And what makes you unique and unrepeatable? That's like the what are
I
you
said I was a
question.
hardworking student. I value my work. I like to
Okay.
put 100% effort in and try and get everything out of it.
And then so what is your purpose in life?
My purpose in life to give back to the people around me. I like show kindness. Like if they help me, just help them back.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And then which hero's adventure do you think like calls you to like be the one or come closer to with God? So like that was like the example of like when we watched the movie The Matrix. Like, do you think Neo helped guide you like through a relationship with God? Like that was that similar to you?
Yeah, like he was like chosen, or like I feel like everyone here is chosen for the
Okay.
right reason to do something.
Yeah, I like
We're
that a
brought
lot.
here for a reason, and just like carry out what you were brought here to do.
Okay, and what are like maybe some of your talents? Like, what do you like to do in your free time?
I like to play hockey,
Okay, what
hang with my
else?
friends.
What else?
That's about it.
Okay,
Play a lot of hockey. I'm on the hockey team.
all right, I like that. And
Danny, what's your favorite thing about hockey?
Uh, Being able to play with your friends. It's
Hanging
like
with
the
your-
freedom it brings you in your head.
okay.
Oh, that's awesome.
What do you like about yourself?
I like how I'm like caring and like to help others, give back. Like I said,
Okay. And then would you consider yourself a materialist?
no, I believe there's a consciousness, not that science is like has to be proven by everything.
Okay. And then what makes a human, or what makes a person a person?
Um,
So like, do you think like humans just come from like the consciousness, or do you think that there's something deep down there, like in their soul, maybe?
Danny,
I
here's
feel
another way to phrase it. What do you think differs humans from other animals or other beings?
Yeah.
I feel we definitely have like the consciousness. We are like able to retain stuff different than like animals and stuff. We can like understand what's happening around us, and we don't like have to just go off. We just like we know what's happening around us, and we're aware.
Yep, definitely. And then would you rather evaluate why your consciousness is merely more than material, or would you rather talk about some near death experiences?
Probably NDs.
Okay, and for the first question I have for you is what do you think the best explanation for the NDEs is? Why do you think they happen?
I think that happened because it shows that we're like more than just a body. We're not merely just materialists or like have materialist thoughts. Like an example would be what we read when the guy saw the shoe on the roof.
Yep.
So that shows that we have like a consciousness and that we can like there's something after just us being in this body.
Okay,
And
definitely.
another thing about that is that like that example kind of proves that um like he would not have no idea. Like there's no way to disprove that thing because he would have no idea that there was a shoe on the roof unless he actually went up and saw it.
Exactly, and then another one would be how the guy saw I think it was the sandwich in the other room, or this it was either glasses or sandwich that the
Yeah,
like,
no,
doctor left there.
Yeah.
No, the doctor ate his sandwich, I believe it was. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Yep. And then one last question I would like both of you to answer. Why do you think like these near death experiences kind of like their points fail sometimes and people don't really believe them?
I'll take this one first, Joe. It said most were like I think 80% were children, and sometimes children can't really be trustworthy about these things. But with the some of them being adults and like proven like fact checking by the shoes and stuff that these are real and they really happen.
Yep.
To add on to that, I think it's kind of like on the surface, it's kind of like an outlandish thing to kind of believe.
Yeah.
Like at first when Mr. Webb brought it up, I was a little skeptical myself until he actually brought upon the evidence, and I think that most people don't look that deep into it to the evidence. They kind of just hear stories about it or whatever, think it might be like baloney. But once you actually really look into the evidence and study it, you like I honestly believe it now.
Yeah. Agreed. And is there anything you guys would like to ask me? Maybe some of these questions. Maybe flip it over that.
Yeah, we'll turn it over to you, Danny.
Yeah, I got this. So who are you, Pinkham?
I think I said I was a being.
All right, what makes you unique and unrepeatable?
I think I said I was a kind human. And I believe this because I try to treat everyone with immense respect, and I try to like look at everyone as an equal person.
It's important.
I like that. what is your purpose? Why did God put you here?
I think God puts us all here for a reason, and I'm not completely sure of my purpose yet, and I think I'll end up learning that in the next few years. So I can't fully answer that question yet, but that's kind of my answer on that one.
All right. Now, what do you think your calling is, or like life mission?
I think I'm definitely called to help people. I think everyone here is. I think everyone's called to help people in different ways. I think just being kind to people, like I said, I think that's like kind of my unique trait. I think that kind of from God. It calls me to just do stuff like that. Just be kind to people, help them
Now,
out.
all right. Now, can you tell us about a little bit about your yourself, like interests, maybe your background?
Yeah, I can. I play hockey at the school. I like to like hang out with my friends. I like to play video games, listen to music. I like to golf. So yeah.
Um, think about you and what you've chosen, and think about you and did not choose. All right. So why do you think you like chose these? What led you down this path?
I think definitely God, my relationship with God has definitely grew since I've came to Zavarian, especially taking theology. I was definitely probably a little bit skeptical of God, like growing up. I definitely went to church. I got baptized. I received communion. But I think that as I've grown up and as I've came through Zavarian, I've like learned more and more how important my relationship with God is.
All right. So, are you more than the sum of your parts? And like an example of this would be the ship of Theseus we learned about.
I think I am because um I think that just like my body, like what you see isn't always what the person is. Like for example, like people can like you can see someone. We use this example in class actually. You can see someone and they can talk. You can think they speak a certain way, but until you actually hear them speak, you don't really
Qualia.
know completely exactly qualia. And I think that really helps show the full ship of Theseus idea that really you aren't completely like shown you until you really know the person or like for example you hear their voice.
Experience it. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I really like that point. All right, so I'm gonna give you a choice, like you give us. Would you rather evaluate the evidence that consciousness is more than merely material, or talk about NDEs?
Um, I'll go with the NDs too. I think that's definitely the more important, or not important, but definitely the more interesting thing we've learned so far this year.
And what do you think the best explanation for these phenoms are?
I definitely think that I think that it just has to be God. I think that God calls us, and when He wants to show us something, for example, when these people are dying, they're always seeing something. Maybe they're seeing a bad place. Maybe they're seeing a good place. It's different for everyone. Like Mr. Webb gave us an example of someone I think in his family where they had an NDE and they saw a bad place and it caused them to change their life, believe in God, switch to their faith. And I think that this just like shows that God is trying to call us and like give us a choice between doing the good or doing the bad thing.
Another point to that is how every example had like a sense of that it wasn't their time yet when they came
Yeah,
back. So I think that kind of complements your point.
yeah,
Thank you, Pinkham, for those questions.
of course. And thank you guys for all watching. We'll see you next time, part two.